If people describe you as competent, strong, incredible, how do you do it all? Yet at the same time you feel secretly overwhelmed and deeply, deeply tired, exhausted, then this episode is for you. I read a piece by Stephen Bartlett, the Diary of a CEO founder, recently, where he described what sets exceptional people apart. And it's their ability to stand in pain or discomfort longer than anybody else. They can tolerate it for longer than anybody else. And I see this in high-functioning, ambitious, incredible women all the time. Years running the home, running the business, parenting, achieving goals, building things, and people around them wonder, how do you do it all? But it's not without cost, because functioning and thriving are not the same thing. So if this is you, you can already feel a stirring of a truth inside of you, no doubt. Because thriving would mean that you are feeling satisfaction, that you have joy, that you have something left in the tank at the end of the day. But when you are only functioning, it can mean that you often collapse at the end of the day. You can't sleep that well. You often wake up feeling already behind or still tired. You wonder when you last laughed, in a way that makes you wonder if you're going to pee your pants or, shed a few tears of laughter, right? There's a big, big difference between functioning and thriving. And the stronger you are, the longer you can hide your exhaustion behind your success. But eventually the body starts to get louder, starts to talk louder. That way irritability seeps in, and the smallest things can feel super frustrating. A child can ask a simple question and it feels too much. You snap. Or that level of tired that you wake up with gets more complete. Your digestion doesn't work very well. You have headaches, tension headaches. Your skin, your nails are starting to show signs of wear, imbalance. Maybe your hormones are all over the place. You find yourself overthinking, doubting, second-guessing, whereas you used to make decisions with ease and clarity. Now there's hesitation that's coming in. Maybe you feel a little bit threatened by people that you were in your own league next to completely before. What else could be showing up for you when the body starts screaming? They can be really serious health scares that start to step in. Maybe your blood pressure shows up high in a regular checkup. Maybe one day you notice that you can see your pulse pounding. Maybe you dance with anxiety attacks, keeping them at bay, barely. When your body starts to talk this loud, it's time to listen. You can't sustain this. You know you can't. So what to do? You know what you need to do because you have listened to the podcasts, you have read the books, you have an idea of what it is that life should look like and what it should feel like and how you would feel in the life that you want. But change doesn't stick unless your body is able to accommodate change. One of the most frustrating things about human biology is that your nervous system favors familiar over anything. Even if familiar is taking you to that brink of collapse, where you know you can't sustain it anymore, if this is the state that your body has been working in and existing in for the longest time, that's what it will want to stay in. So for change to happen quickly, and in a joyful, uplifting way. Your nervous system needs to feel safe. Your body has to be able to come to the party. And what you can do today is just, instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I handle this like I used to? Why can't I just pick up my socks or pull on my big girl pants and get this done? What am I, complaining about? Why am I hesitating? Instead of beating yourself up or pushing yourself harder, maybe you could just simply ask yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? What am I feeling in this moment? Not why, just what. Just acknowledge, oh, I'm clenching my shoulders up to my ears. See if you can just set them down. Oh, my jaw is really clamped up. See if you can relax it. I feel a contraction in my stomach. See if you can let yourself breathe out and just soften. What am I feeling? Actually super frustrated at this thing, okay? Just let it be, acknowledge it. What am I feeling? Tired. Okay. Maybe that's justified. Maybe that's completely understandable and acceptable. Maybe you can just let yourself breathe for a minute. Just acknowledge it. When your body feels like it doesn't have to hide from you, this alone already starts to bring ease. Try it. What am I feeling in this moment? When you acknowledge the truth, then you can also make a skillful, informed decision about what you might be able to do in that moment to support yourself, to change the way you feel. Instead of fighting and suppressing, how can you support yourself in that moment? What would feel supportive to you in that moment? Often, just being truthful for a minute is enough to already make you feel a little bit better. Your body just likes to be heard. We all like to be heard, right? You want to be seen, you want to be heard. That's it. And if it makes sense to you to explore this together, to have guidance, to have accountability, to have somebody who can help you fast track your process into being able to manage your state, being able to shift your gears, identify your patterns and work with them, work with your body. I'm here, we can have a conversation. There is no shortage of information available to you. If you are fed up with all the online courses, you are fed up with all the webinars on offer, I hear you. Me too. These days, I'm only interested in content and webinars and courses that further support my ability to trust myself, that support me with working with myself as opposed to against myself, as opposed to molding myself according to some external ideals, something that I see outside of me. And this is why I created the Become Unshakable in 40 Days, my 40-day program. It's all about getting in touch with yourself, your truth, your sovereign being, developing a new, better relationship with all aspects of yourself. Turning in. This is where change begins. It begins from right where you are. And you have a lot of resources available to you, a lot of wisdom, a lot of untapped potential. This is such a cliche set of words, untapped potential, but it is true. There's so much energy available in your body that is held back below tension patterns that we can get back onto the arena, back into the pool of available resources, if you like. If there are things in your past that are still causing you hurt, that are still causing you to cringe, well, there are still gifts waiting for you to claim them you can turn all of that into wisdom, into something that fuels you forward. Yeah, if you're ready to just stop chasing things on the outside, blaming things on the outside, grasping things from the outside, if you're ready to stop and meet yourself in a very different way, develop and create a new way to meet your life, I'm here for you. Yeah, you are brilliant, you are capable, and you can feel better in this incredible life that you have created right now, not 5 years from now, starting today. And you deserve it.